Hey everyone. So today is day three of this thing that I've kind of challenged myself to do. So this is a bit different from the other 2 days, you might see right away. So I decided to go with something more physical. My original idea was to do a watercolor painting. Then I realized I just didn't have much time to really do what I was hoping I could do. So here's sort of the reference image that I was looking at. I really love when these back alleys and streets sort of have this almost like a 3 point perspective where you've got your horizon line, you've got a vanishing point in the distance, but then you've also got maybe I guess this is 2 point perspective. But then the second vanishing point where the buildings are rising up and kind of finding that other vanishing point. And I'll point that out a little bit more as I draw. I apologize for the audio quality today. It's pretty bad. I think it's because I'm using my headphones off of some headphones that were not made to be, hooked up with a mic. So you might hear a little bit of the fan in the background. Um, yeah. So I'm getting started with the line work here, and again with that 2 point perspective, I was trying to figure out where that second vanishing point was. It's a bit off the screen, so it's hard to see. But it's literally on the opposite side of the table is where those buildings start to fall upwards. I'm going to say. And again, like I was saying, I was hoping to do a watercolor painting with this, but I got out my gouache and I stained my finger, and I got out my watercolor, and I just something about it um, just didn't feel right for today. I just wanted to do something I hadn't done before, so I got some markers. You might have saw those a couple seconds ago, and I got these markers from Hobby Lobby. I'm trying not to buy from Hobby Lobby. I disagree with a lot of things that they do as a company, but they are really good for art supplies close by. And thinking about it, this is the first time I really picked up a marker in probably, I don't know, a decade. Like I feel like I haven't actually used colored markers since elementary school, since I was in kindergarten or like in art class back then. So this is kind of like a throwback for me. So I didn't really know how to use them. I didn't know how to blend colors. My cat wanted to make an appearance, so she is. um, I forgot about that. Sorry, this is I'm trying something new where I'm just recording the audio after I put the video on. Um, yeah, I'm just I took the video, mounted it to a camera, uploaded that to Google Drive, and then downloaded that onto my computer. Today kind of felt like a masterclass in how to fail, how to mess up, because I did not get the colors that I wanted, and so I at some point I just decided, screw it, I'm just gonna color in everything with whatever I feel like. So I ended up using these weird browns and like blues and purples and lime green, and I just messed around with it as much as I could. That's the end of the recording here. Let me see. I think I've got a picture of the finished product here for you. Hmm. Speaking of a masterclass and messing up, I don't know how to pause this audio recording. Figured it out. Um, so this is the finished product. So I just recorded about 6.5 minutes of me talking through the process of making today's video. I thought I recorded it. I thought I pressed record, but I apparently didn't. Um, which I guess is fitting. Today, I mean, during that whole ramble, I was really just talking about how today is just a day to learn from mistakes. Um, I sped up that video way too quickly, and I could have gone in like right now and sped it back or slowed it back down, but I thought it was just in tune with today, just letting it be longer than it needed to be, or shorter than it needed to be, and then figuring this out later. Again, this is my first time using Premiere Pro, and I've kind of been, I don't know, like using it like a blunt force weapon instead of like a precision tool, if that makes sense. Like I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I could probably watch a few YouTube videos and actually learn how to use it, but I'm kind of having fun just messing around with it and getting familiar with I don't know, the fundamentals before I move on to other things. So yeah. So yeah, I was kind of talking too about how this is the finished product, or most of it. I decided to put it on the fridge today. It felt like the most fitting place to put it, because it felt like something that I would have made when I was younger. I guess like I think I was saying the first. It's been like years since I've really picked up markers, um, and it kind of brought this like like childlike whimsy when I was drawing in. And at some point when I was putting in those colors, when I put in that first stroke of blue, that bluish purple, I didn't. I looked at it and I was upset with myself, and I was like, I can't believe I just messed up this whole thing. And then something happened where I stopped and I said, so what? So that's what I'm doing this for. I'm making these to mess up faster, to learn from mistakes as quick as I can. And these first couple of weeks of making these videos are probably going to be the roughest videos that you've ever seen. Are definitely not something that I'm going to be proud of, but you know, it'll be fun to kind of look back and see how far I come along after all this. Um, and yeah. What else did I say that I'm kind of missing? Um, yeah, this is today's a bit different from the other 3 days. Day four. So I didn't do anything Ghibli related. No landscapes. No. Well, I guess this is technically a landscape, maybe a hardscape, but no plants. No Totoro. No animals. Just really get to practice with the perspective and the form of the buildings here. As rough as they were, but yeah, I think I'm realizing too. A lot of these things that I want to do, um, I'm really compressing myself down in time, and I'm doing them very hastily. And I think I could benefit from taking a little more time to, I don't know, sit down and do more than I plan on. So one of these days, I'm not gonna do just 1 hour of sketching. It'll probably be like a whole 3 hour, 4 hour session of making a work, and that'll probably be tomorrow. Now that I'm thinking about it, if I'm tomorrow's gonna be Master Study Friday, I should probably spend the entire day working on something. So I'm gonna try and pick something up good for y'all. I'm not sure what it's gonna be yet. Maybe it'll just like pop up in a dream or something like that. Hopefully by tomorrow too, I'm gonna have some better audio quality. I've got a new microphone coming in the mail, and that might be able to suppress the fan in the background. That might be able to get rid of any echo or weird sounds. Maybe I can modify it to make my voice sound super cool. That would be neat. Um, like, what if I had a Darth Vader voice? Whoa, that'd be sick. I don't want a Darth Vader. Darth. I don't want to. I don't want that. Um. Anywho, this is today. Tomorrow, I think. Um. what do I think about tomorrow? Tomorrow will be interesting because I'm gonna have to actually sit down and plan out and spend more time. And I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to edit the video a little better than I did today too. But today's short and sweet, about 10 minutes long. And thanks for stopping by.